Hi, first of all, I would like to welcome you to the 56th International Film Festival of India. How are you liking it? I mean, how do you feel is the vibe?
Well, we're very, very excited to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation.
I feel like this is one of the most beautiful festivals I have ever been to. Just getting to go yesterday from the plane, from the airport to the hotel, and seeing all the preparation for the festival, it gets me very excited to understand how big this festival is and how much effort is put into this event. We're very grateful for being here.
In a story about solitude and resistance, silence plays a powerful role. How did you design the balance between sound and silence?
Actually, well, I think that most of like the silences were like very it came from the director's mind, so we were like all the time being guided. That was like super important, but also there was something very, very beautiful about like trying to portray the Amazonia, just trying to imagine how like all those landscapes and soundscapes were like very, very important. And I think that we try to like mimic the nature of the Amazonia and yeah.
Yeah, it was very important for the director and for us to create a sound universe for this movie. Because of the nature of the place we're at.
The Amazon is almost a character in the film. So how did you capture its soundscape to build that immersive world?
Well, we tried to, of course, to make first deep research about how the Amazonia sounded, and of course the first thing that we knew about it was like it is very noisy. Like there's always a lot of music, like the people there just love to all the time listening to music, and so we just like start over again and then try to mimic what we wanted to show about the Amazonia, not all the soundscape, because it's like very, very rich. So there were some, like for example, some specific birds that Gabriel wanted. So we used that, and of course the river was super important. And sometimes the river was more present, sometimes were more calm. So I think it was always like being guided for the image, the photography, and also the feeling in that moment. So I think it was like always changing. It wasn't the same sound every time. It was like more like how the character was feeling than the Amazonia itself. Like I think.
I would say that it was a lot of fun for us because we learned a lot by listening to Gabriel and what he had in mind, doing the research of the proper recordings to put in this river and to put in the birds that Maria was mentioning. All that research was a lot of fun instead of being a burden of trying to achieve something really hard. I feel like this movie, the whole process of creating the sound for post-production, because it was a huge work, mostly everything that you hear was done in post-production, so it felt like a game. It felt like a really fun adventure that we had.